Hello, beautiful ones. All right, I am going to talk about our lives. Whose life are you living right now? Are you actually living your own life? This is why I ask, all right? All of us have been down when we were children. We are downloaded a bunch of belief systems that are not our own. They come from our family, they come from our environment. Oftentimes they even come from our ancestors. So for example, I've talked about this before. They did a study. They talked to grandchildren of some Holocaust survivors, and these grandchildren, the parents and the grandparents, decided not to tell them what happened until they were older in the Holocaust. So the grandchildren had no idea. Now the grandchildren had nightmares about the concentration camps and about starving to death. Now why? Because when trauma happens to you, to us human beings, it changes the cell. And when it changes the cells, it affects the DNA. So those things can be passed on from generation to generations. That's why cycles continue. That's why it's important when you heal yourself and you look at those things, you heal the generations before you and the generations coming, because it breaks the cycles. So what happens, that is one of the way you get your belief system, is just from the DNA of whatever is going on. The other things that happened are the first 8 years of your life. You're just like, you're watching, you are just a sponge. You are just downloading all the things going on, and it can be what is happening, what you're seeing, what you're feeling, but a lot of times it is actually the vibrations and the energy that we are vibrating. So this is why Bruce Lipton, in his work on the biology of belief, has discovered that the DNA is just a blueprint. It doesn't mean that things are going to happen. So this is why adopted children that have no biological predisposition for some rare diseases have been adopted to families that have rare diseases, and they catch these diseases. It's because it is the belief system, it is the energy, it is what's going on in the environment that happens. So these are the things that happen that are downloaded into our subconscious. So we go through our life and we live our lives, and we have the conscious mind and the subconscious mind. Now the subconscious mind is usually running about 95% of our lives. It is like this machine, and it kicks in when we are in the present moment. That's why being in the present moment is really powerful. But when we're in the present moment, we're operating from the conscious mind. I've given this example before too, that when people mate, when you first meet somebody, right? And you are in love and it's beautiful, you are operating from your conscious mind. The subconscious mind is not operating. You are in the present moment. You're feeling them, you're enjoying every moment, you're just present. So you're in the conscious mind. So what happens when you get to know each other, when you get used to each other, when you start living together, when you get married, you get comfortable, right? Anybody get comfortable? You get comfortable. So what happens is the subconscious patterns kick in, right? Boom. And then you're thinking, who is this person I married? Who is this person? This is not who I signed up for. And they're thinking the same thing. That is because the subconscious patterns have kicked in. So those are just some examples of the subconscious patterns. So we are going through our life oftentimes, and we are operating from our patterns. So my question is, when you're living your life, are you actually living the life that you want? Are you living the life that your parents expected from you, that your mother expected, that your father expected, that society expected of you, that your environment expected from you? Are you living the life that you want, or are you living your spouse's life? Are you living your life for your children? Are you actually doing what is coming from your center, from your internal source that is you and your internal direction? Now this is a quote by Joseph Campbell. I like this. It says, "You enter the forest at the darkest point where there is no path." This is your life, right? Where there is a path, it is someone else's path. If there's already a path and you're walking that path, that's not your path. You are not on your own path. If you follow someone else's way, you are not going to realize your full potential. So there is a path that is only your path. I can't tell you what that is. Your best friend can't tell you what that is. Your mother can't tell you what that is. Your spouse can't tell you what that is. Your child can't tell you what that is, because you have the inner knowing of what that path is. So I'm just here today just to let you ponder, and what is it that you would like to do? There's a song that I like by the Talking Heads. It is Once in a Lifetime, and if you've ever heard it, you know, it says, and you may tell yourself, this is not my beautiful wife, and you may tell yourself, this is not my beautiful house, and same as it always was, same as it always was, same as it always was. And then you may ask yourself, my God, what have I done? Because this is what happens in life. We're going along and we're doing the things we're doing. We're going to the schooling, or we're doing the careers, or we're marrying the people, and we're doing things from our programming. The great late Anthony DeMello used to say, we marry in our sleep and we have children in our sleep. So it's important to wake up. So that is just my question today. I want you all just to ponder. Today, ponder, what is it that you want to do? I'm talking here because a lot of my life I was doing what other people wanted me to do. I was groomed to be a very good daughter, a very good student, a very good wife, a very good employee, and I was doing all the things I was supposed to do, but I wasn't completely coming from my center. So just take some time today, this week, think about what it is. What is it that makes you happy? Are you happy doing what you're doing? Does it drive you? Does it make you passionate? When you think about growing old, is it something that you want to do for the rest of your life because it fuels your fire? If it's not, then find it. And it's okay if you don't know it. Just do the little things that drive you. Again, I talk about the hero's journey in the labyrinth. Sometimes you have no idea, and sometimes you have to do this little curvy road to get there. My journey, it has helped me to go in and heal myself so that I am not operating so much from my subconscious patterns, so that I can block that stuff and cut that away. So it's actually me, and the subconscious patterns often come from our childhood pains, our relationship pains, our hurts. So if you can clear that way so you can live a powerful, powerful life, I want you all to live from your center, contribute to the world the one gift that you have, and it's important to do that because it is a gift that you give to others. All right, that is it for today. Have a beautiful, amazing, powerful day, and live from your center. Find your path. Find your beautiful, unique path that is only your path, and live your life. This is your life, your gift to yourself and to the world. Peace out.